Welcome to a world where villains don't just break the rules, they rewrite them. From manipulative masterminds to gods who play with fate, these are the most overpowered isekai villains that make heroes look like side characters in their own stories. Buckle up, because today, we're diving into the top 10 most broken isekai villains. This is Emmaverse Anime. Watch this video to the end and hit that subscribe button now. We start with number 10. Tet, No Game No Life. Imagine playing a game against someone who never loses. That's Tet. He's literally the god of games in No Game No Life. And unlike most villains who rely on brute strength, Tet dominates with sheer intellect. He's not out there throwing fireballs or summoning armies. He's just too smart to lose. If the fate of the world was decided by a game of chess, he'd already be 10 moves ahead before you even sit down. At number 9. Piedmon. Piedmon is like if the Joker from Batman got dumped into an isekai with a cheat code for nightmares. He doesn't just fight, he plays with his victims. He can literally turn people into keychains, and that's not even the worst part. The guy thrives on chaos, making him one of the most terrifying villains in Digimon history. If you ever find yourself in the digital world, just pray he doesn't notice you. At number 8, Demon Lord Laplace, Mushoku Tensei, Jobless Reincarnation. Laplace is the kind of villain who plays the long game. He's a demon lord who has shaped history from behind the scenes, orchestrating events centuries before the main story even starts. He's got raw power, sure, but his real strength is his influence. By the time you realize he's been pulling the strings, it's already too late. At number 7, Naraku. Naraku isn't just evil, he's annoyingly unkillable. Every time you think you've beaten him, he just regenerates, upgrades, and comes back even worse. He manipulates everyone around him, thrives on deception, and has a backup plan for every scenario. If anime villains had a Hall of Fame, Naraku would have a VIP seat. At number 6, Bindewald, Ascendance of a Bookworm. Bindewald is the type of villain who makes you hate him instantly. He's not the strongest on this list, but what makes him terrifying is his absolute lack of morals. He abuses his power, treats people like objects, and enjoys making others suffer. The worst part, he has actual authority to do whatever he wants, which makes him even more dangerous than some world-ending threats. At number 5, Malty Melromark, The Rising of the Shield Hero. Malty isn't a warrior, a mage, or even physically strong. She's just the ultimate manipulator. She ruins lives with lies, turns entire kingdoms against heroes, and somehow gets away with it. If deception was an isekai cheat skill, Malty would have it maxed out. She proves that you don't need overwhelming strength to be a next-level villain, just a sharp tongue and zero morals. At number 4, Ainz Uulgaun. Now we're in god-tier villain territory. Ainz isn't just an overpowered skeleton, he's a one-man apocalypse. He can summon entire undead armies, erase people with a flick of his wrist, and outsmart his enemies like a 4D chess master. The crazy part? He's technically not even evil. He's just playing the villain because that's what his NPC followers expect. When your casual attacks are stronger than most final bosses, you know you're broken. At number 3, Guy Crimson, That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. Guy Crimson is basically, what if the final boss decided to take a vacation? He's a primordial demon, which means he's existed since the beginning of time, and he's strong enough to take down almost anyone. The only reason he's not completely wrecking the world is that he's just too chill to care. But if he ever gets serious, let's just say entire nations would disappear overnight. At number 2, Satella, Witch of Envy. Zero. Satella is literally the reason Subaru can't die. She's so obsessed with him that she forces him into a time loop where he has to suffer over and over again. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. Her mere presence warps reality, and if she ever decided to fully unleash her power, the entire world would probably cease to exist. Being overpowered is one thing, but breaking the laws of time itself? Yeah, that's next level. Finally, at number 1, Being X, The Saga of Tanya the Evil. What's worse than an overpowered villain? An overpowered villain that's also a god. Being X isn't just some all-powerful entity. He's the reason Tanya got isekai'd in the first place. He's a divine being who actively manipulates fate, forces people into brutal wars, and plays with human lives like it's all just a big cosmic game. If that's not broken, I don't know what is. And there you have it. 10 of the most broken isekai villains that make even the strongest heroes look weak. Which one do you think is the most OP? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this, don't forget to like and subscribe for more insane anime rankings.